students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn English. Come on students, let us begin our lesson. Good morning children. Welcome to virtual class. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we are going to learn English. The second topic, that is, who is the greatest? Students, who is the greatest is the story of Emperor Akbar and his brilliant minister Birbal. Emperor Akbar or Akbar the Great is known as one of the greatest rulers in the world. He has 9 gems or Navaratnas in his court. Many people believe that of these 9 gems, Birbal was the closest to the emperor's heart. Akbar loved to pose interesting questions or problems in his court, and Birbal never failed to come up with an equally interesting answers. The students, I know that you all love to listen stories of this kind. Really, I tell you, I too love to hear and watch stories of Emperor Akbar and Birbal. Okay students, first we will watch this story and then we will go through the exercise part. We don't know whether all the Akbar and Birbal stories that we hear today have any basis in history. They have been handed down over generations mainly by word of mouth. Here are 2 of them. This is the first story. One day, the emperor entered the court with a very serious expression on his face. As soon as he was seated, he said, "I have a question for all of you. What should be the punishment for someone who pulls my mustache?" The court was stunned. Stunned means surprised, shocked. Pull the emperor's mustache? It was unheard of. "Flog him! Give him 50 lashes of the whip!" exclaimed one nobleman. "That's not enough. Put him in jail without food and water," said another. "Whip him, beat him up, hang him, cut off his offending hands." The agitated courtiers began to cry out. Only Birbal was silent. He was even smiling a little. You can see here. "What do you say, Birbal? What is your opinion?" Akbar asked. "In my opinion, O giver of peace to the world, the offender should be given his favorite sweetmeats," Birbal said. "Raja Birbal, are you out of your mind? Give sweetmeats for such grave offense?" the courtiers began to say. Birbal smiled and offered an explanation. Yes, who would be so bold as to pull the emperor's mustache? Only his own grandson. When Akbar heard this, he burst out laughing because that is exactly what had happened in the morning. Isn't it a nice story? Students, this is the second story of Akbar and Birbal. Okay. On another occasion, Akbar was relaxing with some of his courtiers. A few of them thought this was a good opportunity to shower praise on the emperor and get some favors from him. They began to compete with each other in praising Akbar. You are the greatest of the kings. You are the greatest of the kings or emperors that ever lived on the earth. They started to praise Akbar Badshah. You are the greatest of all the people in heaven or earth. You are as great as God Almighty. You are greater than the God Almighty. Like this, they started to praise Akbar one by one. Now Akbar was no fool. He did not care for false praise. He stopped the courtiers and asked, "Do you all believe so?" "Yes," they answered in one voice. "All right," said Akbar, "then prove it to me. Tell me at least one thing that I can do but God Almighty will not be able to do. Otherwise, you will all incur your royal displeasure. You have till tomorrow morning to prove it." He gave the time to his courtiers to prove whatever they said. Akbar then left the place without another look at the courtiers. They were in a proper fix. They thought and thought but couldn't think of any such thing. In the end, they went to Birbal. When Birbal heard this story, he told them not to worry. The next morning, the court was full. Everyone was curious to see what would happen next. "Well," said the emperor, "have you found a good answer to my question? Or are you ready to leave the court forever?" Just then, Birbal stepped forward and bowed low. "Please, don't be angry with those who think you are the greatest. There is certainly at least one thing that you can do, but the God Almighty cannot," he said. Akbar looked at Birbal thoughtfully. "And what is that one thing?" he asked. Birbal said, "When you want to punish someone, you can banish that person. You can throw him out of your kingdom. But God's kingdom extends everywhere. The Almighty cannot banish anyone from his kingdom." Akbar's face was lit up with a smile. "That was very clever, Birbal. While showing how I have an advantage, you have also shown that God is greater. I believe you," said Akbar. Then Akbar was so pleased with the answer that he forgave the courtiers for their stupidity. Yes, dear students, the story is over. Did you like this? Students, we will move to the hard words from the story. First one, patron of art and culture. The meaning is a person who appreciates, supports and encourages art and culture. In the picture, you can see there so many arts. Means drawings are there, photographs are there, correct? They are hanging on the wall. And here we can see so many persons. They are observing and they are appreciating these arts. Got this? This supports and they also encourages the arts. So these people, we can say that patron of art and culture. Got this? Flog. The meaning of flog is beat someone hard, especially with a whip. You can see whip in his hand. This is called flog. Agitated. The meaning is disturbed. Becoming sad. Next is incur our displeasure. The meaning is make me angry. You can observe the picture and you can get the meaning. Next is in a proper fix, means in a tight corner, in a difficult situation. See the cat? It is in a difficult situation. It wants to get down, but it is very difficult for that to get down. Now, the next one. Listen to the story carefully as your teacher reads them aloud. Note down the new words, ideas or concepts. Discuss them in the class. Mustache. See here. What is the meaning of mustache? See these students. Hair that a man grows above his upper lip, that is mustache. Got the meaning? Stunned. See this? Shocked. Stunned means shocked. Courtier. See, this is the court. What is the meaning of courtier? A person who is a part of the court of a king or a queen is known as courtier. See here, the king is sitting in the middle and the 6 courtiers, they are sitting beside. These are called courtiers. They help in the administration to the king. Offender. See this. Offender means a person who commits an offense against a law, or in a short word we can say a lawbreaker. Next, burst out laughing. See this? Very difficult to stop laughing. Guess the meaning of the following words and phrases. Untold wealth. What is the meaning? See here. The meaning is so great in amount or level that it cannot be measured or expressed in words. Means so much wealth that person is having. Closest to the emperor's heart. Means near to the emperor's heart. Very lovable. Liked by. Like that. Okay. You are having so many friends, but one friend is your closest. That is nothing but closest to your heart. Next is grave offense. Here grave means serious. Offense means crime. So it is a big crime or serious crime. Next is banish. The meaning is send someone away from a country or place as an official punishment. Yes, if anyone makes a big crime or something wrong thing, then the government banishes him or police banishes him to come or to enter in that area. That is called banish. Say whether the following statements are true or false. This is from the story. First one, Akbar wanted to punish the person who pulled his moustache. False. Correct? Next one, Akbar thought he was greater than God. No. That is also false one. C. Birbal thought Akbar was greater than God. No. That is also wrong. The sentence is false one. The next one is write a short note on Emperor Akbar. We have to choose from the story. Here it is given in the story about Akbar. Now Emperor Akbar or Akbar the Great is known as one of the greatest rulers in the world. Not just because he had a vast empire, a very strong army, untold wealth, but because he was a good human being. He cared for his subjects. He had great respect for scholars, writers, poets and artists belong to different religions. He was a patron of art and culture. Like this you can write something more also. Okay.
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.